Hi, my name is Coleman. I'm the CEO of BubbleUp. We're a digital agency that does a lot of e-commerce. And today I have with me Eric Seastrand. He's our Vice President of e-commerce and has extensive experience creating online stores in a variety of different software applications. Today, Eric, I wanted to talk to you about Shopify themes and which ones are best and why, and what you think about the themes that they have.
Sure. So since you teed it up with what I think, my general stance is don't overcomplicate. And to be more specific, unless there's a really good, compelling reason why you don't want to use one of the stock-based themes that Shopify gives us, which today I believe is Dawn, and there's a new one that they're coming out with. Unless you have a really good reason and you really know what you're doing, you probably shouldn't deviate from that. And the key reason behind that is the support. If you're using the Shopify managed theme and you have an issue and you have to ask support about it, they may even know what the issue is. They may even know, oh, this issue exists because you're using a version of the theme that was, copied from 3 years ago or what have you. You need to update this file. They might point you to a forum post. Whereas if you decide to go off script and you go look for one of those beautiful third-party themes, I must admit they're quite good looking. You may install one of those and things may be great for the first month, for the first year, and then all of a sudden something stopped working, and now how do you get support? Shopify support doesn't know how to help you. The theme vendor may help you, but they may expect you to pay for that support because they probably have a new version of their theme that they want you to upgrade to. And upgrading is no small task either.
So which theme is the best?
I would say currently Dawn is my go-to. That's the official Shopify supported theme. It's the one that the store starts with when you first spin it up, unless that's changed.
Is that DAWN?
DAWN, yes.
Like waking up early.
Yep, yeah.
And you're able to customize it? It does all the things you need?
Absolutely.
And all those. So when someone is looking at a different theme, what is it that they're wanting to do with it? That's, does the theme cover checkout process and the UI on the home page and the product page and PDP, I think they call the product display page?
Product detail, yeah. So I guess let me answer the second question first because I think it's the simplest. The Shopify theme only affects stuff outside of the checkout. So basically everything on your site. So the home page, the product detail page, collection pages, all of that is driven by the Shopify theme. And you can go in and edit that HTML code. You can add your own JavaScript. It is quite literally the Wild West if you want to make it that. You can go write whatever code you want. On the other side of things, we have the secure areas of Shopify. So basically places where credit cards are accepted. So the checkout and to some extent the customer portal where they could log in and manage their credit cards. And then also the order success page. Those three are not managed by the theme itself, insofar as you can't just go in there and write your own JavaScript willy-nilly. You can style those pages, and there are avenues for that. But when we talk about theme, we're really just talking about the front end, the presentational layer of the site, the home page, the categories, the products, and so on. I think your other question was when a customer comes wanting, suggesting a theme, or they found a theme, what's going on there? And what I find is oftentimes the customer has seen the demo of the theme on the theme developer's website, and they, as you would want, they make the theme look really, really, really good. And I think what the customer often sees is all that cool stuff, and their perception becomes, if I buy this theme and I throw $300 at this theme developer, my site's going to look just like that. Or different, but just as good. And the reality couldn't be further from the truth. The reason those sites look amazing is because they have talented front-end developers who made a demo site using their theme, not because they used the theme. So oftentimes we can replicate that same functionality or beauty or whatever the customer saw using any theme. And at the end of the day, you're going to have to replicate that. You're going to have to build that no matter what you do. If you want it to look custom for the customer and you want it to look like their experience and their store, their branding, there's always going to be some level of customization.
Have you done, it sounds like you're pretty sold on Dawn, but have you created custom themes yourself? And
as far as custom themes that we've made ourselves, I mean, you could say that every site we launch is a custom theme. We start from the Dawn theme because we want that support, we want that base, we want the familiarity, we want the safety in numbers, really. Mm-hmm. Everyone's using Dawn. Shopify recommends it. It's the starting theme on every Shopify store, so there's some safety in numbers there. what we have found, though, I don't mean to downplay the custom themes or say that there's anything wrong with them or that there's anything inherently superior about the Shopify Dawn themes. At the end of the day, they're all just liquid code, HTML, and CSS, and images and whatnot. So we have used those third-party themes in the past to great success, actually. We launched the Lodge Cast Iron store using one of those third-party themes. And that was not a decision we took lightly. In fact, there was a lot of discourse internally about, is this the right move? Are we sure that we want to take this risk? And what we decided was that it was worth it to take the risk because out of the box, that theme had a lot of UI elements that we were looking at. If we had to go make these ourselves, how much time would it take? And can we do it as good as they did in the app in that amount of time? For, time is money. And what we decided, and rightfully so, we're looking back on it, was that we're going to take this risk. We're going to use this theme. It's going to allow us to get off the ground way faster because it gives us a lot more stuff out of the box that we know we need. With that said, it was not as simple as just, install the theme and we're done. I mean, there was still a similar amount of setting up and manual work and front-end developer attention, frankly, that had to go into that.
So, and then the other thing that we've learned is that we don't just do the store anymore in Shopify. We do the whole site.
Absolutely.
And is that part of the theme, generally speaking,
Yep.
of these
Yep.
subsequent pages, which maybe, in our case, maybe a tour date page, or could be an about page, or a gallery of photos and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. So you hit on a point that's near and dear to my heart, and I'm very opinionated about. Shopify itself, I think, is a very well-featured CMS system. I think if you're building a website today and you have any likelihood that you will need commerce or payments in the future, I think it makes sense to just straight up go with Shopify, just right off the bat. With Shopify's theme editor, you really can get as creative as you want. You literally can write from scratch every last character of HTML that makes up your page. I don't necessarily recommend doing that, but if you wanted to create the most custom experience imaginable, you absolutely could. And you can do content in that experience too. Really, products are just content. So by having Shopify in your theme editor, and of course Shopify has built-in things like pages that you can edit, you can get really creative with just out-of-the-box tools. Best of all, the Shopify theme editor has the blocks and the sections that you can drag around. I find that as the guy responsible for making the stuff work, customers love that I can make them a widget of sorts. Shopify calls them sections. I can make them a section that they can drag up and down and put wherever they want on any page they want, and they can click into it and they can edit the text that appears there. They can edit the image that appears in the background, for example, if in the case of a banner. You can do featured products in sections. You can customize the featured products. You can make them load from custom places. And now, even more recently, Shopify has introduced the concept of meta objects, which are completely new entities that exist alongside products and categories and what have you, and you can create them yourself. It's really almost like you're defining a database table with an arbitrary schema, and then it gives you all of this creature comfort of UI where admins can go in and edit that stuff. Whereas before you have to, of course, write it all with code in the Magento days.
They may want to hire you.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that.
No, listen, it's in one of our next sessions, I'm going to talk to you about some of the other things we've done, like our fan club system and all that stuff that we've moved. So stay tuned. Thanks, everyone. And Eric, thank you very much.